Hey guys, welcome to another VATSIM video here on the FS2000 for AviationPro channel. Today I'm going to participate in the Friday Night Fly-In, which is an event that's organized by the DutchVACC, which is the Dutch division of the VATSIM network. And I thought this might be a nice opportunity to show you how an IFR flight on the VATSIM network works. So today I'm going to make a flight from Amsterdam to Vienna, and I've booked this flight in flight system, booking system. And of course the goal is to simulate this flight as real as possible, as closely as possible to the real flight. The real flight departs at 20:45 local time. It's 19:45 UTC time, and of course we want to try to simulate the whole thing very carefully. And it's one of the nicest events the DutchVACC has. So I'm going to tell you a little bit for information about this flight we're going to make today. Our call sign is going to be KLM 1849. We have 89 passengers on board and 6 crew. That's totally random actually. We're going to take 7,700 kilograms of fuel with us. The flight's going to take about 1 hour and 45 minutes. The weather at Amsterdam is pretty good. Light winds from 260 degrees, so we're probably going to take off from runway 24 at Amsterdam. And Vienna is a little bit cloudy, a little bit foggy as well. Also the temperatures are low here at Vienna. It's 0 and the dew point is -0, so it's going to get foggy out there. QNH at both airports is 1020 hectopascals. And just for a little info, the gross weight today is 56,893 kilograms. So that's a little bit of the information about this flight. With the route here, this is the route we're going to fly. As you can see, it's pretty nice. We're going to depart from Amsterdam and go through Germany and then a little part of the Czech Republic, and then we'll be arriving in Vienna. If we can't arrive at Vienna due to weather or anything, we're going to go to Bratislava in Slovakia. That's our alternate airport for today. And, well, we have plenty of fuel with us, so if we need to go into a holding pattern, for example, that won't be a problem. So let's step up into the cockpit. In a few moments, we're going to ask clearance from delivery, and I'm just going to tell you how it all works, what they are actually saying. I'm going to put subtitles below this video so you can actually clearly see what they say. It's gonna get pretty busy. This is a very busy event, so I hope it all works out. But I think it will be fun. So step up in the cockpit. I'm gonna finish my coffee first, and then we should be ready to go in a few minutes. Okay, guys. So welcome into the cockpit. It's the iFly 737. Obviously, the aircraft's gonna be the Boeing 737-700 for this flight. And prepared the whole cockpit actually. The only thing that needs to be done is the startup procedure, but I'm not going to follow the checklist all the time because it's just going to be too busy for the moment. But I'm just going to tune the delivery frequency, which is 121.907. It's already in the radio, as you can see, and you should hear some ATC chatter already because it's quite busy. I'll just show you top-down view here. Sorry for the crappy video quality, by the way, but I have to record in a small video scale. So as you can see, there are quite a lot of aircraft around already. Here's one, there's one. There are two lining up on the runway right now. So it's quite busy, as you can see. And this is the Netherlands from above. Okay. Ooh, looks a bit weird. Oh, there he goes. So I'm gonna tune to 121.907 and just give you a little listen to the delivery position at Amsterdam. There we go.
Okay, then 1171 ready for push and start. KLM 1171 only started to prove the contact ground on 121.8 for the push. Start approved and for pushback ground 121.8. KLM 1171, bye bye. KLM 1171, have a nice flight.
So as you heard, there was an aircraft and he was asking for the startup clearance. And the startup clearance at Amsterdam doesn't involve the pushback clearance, so you have to ask startup clearance from delivery first and then go to the ground frequency and ask pushback for ground, alright? So that's that's just an airport rule, and for each airport it might be different, so you have to look at the airport's rules and procedures first before you're going to make a flight there. Okay guys, it's now 8 minutes past 7 UTC time. Local time it's 8 minutes past 8, and in a few moments we're going to ask clearance from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. We're a little bit early, but that doesn't really matter. So we're going to be tuning the frequency in a moment, and I'll just listen to what I say and to what the controller says, and then I'll explain a little what he actually said. I just checked the latest weather information, the ATC of the airport. The latest information is Delta. That's the letter they assign to the latest ATC, so you can identify that you and make sure that you have the latest ATC received. So the QNH at the moment is 1020 hectopascals. That's probably one of the most important things we need to know. The weather is pretty good anyway, so I've prepared the aircraft. Mostly just have to do startup in a few moments, and the gate's already removed from the door, as you can see. Okay, so let's go to the delivery frequency, and then we're going to ask clearance for a flight to Vienna. Just make sure I'm not interrupting anyone, and then we'll be asking clearance in a moment. Schiphol delivery, goedenavond, het is KLM 1849 with you at Delta 46. Request clearance for an IFR to Vienna.
KLM 1849, stand by.
Standing by, KLM 1849.
Bravo, Juliet, Echo, we're cleared to Gatwick, Falco 1 depart, runway 24, squawk 6263.
Just give me an opportunity to...
KLM 1849, are you ready to copy your clearance?
Yes, we're ready to copy for KLM 1849.
KLM 49ers, you're cleared to Vienna, Lunix 17 departure, runway 24, squawk 0154.
Clear to Vienna via the Lunix 1 Sierra departure, runway 24, squawk 0154 for KLM 1849.
KLM 1849, read back correct, report back when you're fully ready.
Will go, KLM 1849. So he gave us the clearance, and frequency. So he gave us the clearance, as you can hear, and we're gonna, as expected, gonna get to departure from runway 24, which will be the Lunix 1 Sierra departure, and the squawk code is 0154, and I've entered it in the transponder there. So we should be ready for startup in a moment, and then going to start the engines really quickly while pushing back. I'm just going to call the pushback truck to go into position. Very handy with airport enhancement services that it will be automatically pushed back, and you don't have to worry about that. So startup is the next thing we're going to do. We're going to ask that to clearance delivery as well. I'm just going to make sure I'm tuning the ground frequency already, 121.8. Always make sure you tune the frequency of the next station you're gonna need. So you only have to click the transfer button, like here. You only have to click the transfer button to go to the other frequency. Okay. As you can see, the pushback truck is now lifting us up. Making a little noise. Okay.
Okay, hold on as we prepare the aircraft for pushback.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna ask clearance, startup clearance, and that means we're gonna actually start our flight. And then we're gonna switch to the ground frequency to ask for pushback. So everything is ready, I think. Look, not everything might be exactly the same as I would normally do, but I'm not using checklists, as you know, right now. Okay, so let's ask for the startup clearance. And KLM 1849er is ready for startup.
And 189 started approved. Contact ground on 121.8 for the push.
Startup approved and contact ground on 121.8 for the push. Fijne avond.
Dank u, hetzelfde.
Okay, that's it. As you can hear.
Aviation 07, check the flight plan. It's not making any sense. There's no flight plan. We're going to fly 747 VFR to the east.
So we now tune the ground frequency where we can ask pushback in a moment. And we don't have to taxi that long, that's only a few meters actually. As you can see, Sierra 7 and runway 24 is pretty close to our gate. So we're gonna depart pretty quickly. Okay, I believe everything is basically set now for the flight. I'm just gonna ask pushback clearance from ground so we can just leave. I'm a little bit early, I know, but you know, it gives me a little bit more time to actually make this video. So here we go. Schiphol ground, goedenavond, this is KLM 1849 with you at Delta 46, request pushback.
KLM 1849, push approved, goedenavond.
Push approved, KLM 1849. Okay.
KLM 35, Echo, request taxi.
Let's start the pushback.
Please release parking brakes.
Release parking brakes. Here we go.
Okay, starting pushback.
KLM 35, Echo, taxi runway 24, Sierra 5.
I don't have to do anything at all. It's beautiful.
Taxi runway 24, land, Sierra 5. KLM 35, Echo.
Left is clear, right is clear. Okay to start engines.
Okay, let's start our engines. Specs are off. Bleed pressure. I'm going to start the right engine first. I'm going to add the fuel now.
In position, please set parking brakes.
Set the parking brake for the pushback truck. It's not very busy right now, but
Tow equipment is removed.
okay, number 1 has successfully started up. I'm gonna, or number 2, sorry. Start number 1.
You are clear for taxi. Please wait for my hand signal on the left-hand side. Goodbye.
Yeah, bye. Oh, I actually should monitor the engine instruments. And we hear the engines roaring. Okay, that's a beautiful startup. Okay, so we're gonna ask pushback clearance or taxi clearance. Just gonna get some air for the cabin.
KLM 35, Echo, hold short Sierra 5, contact Schiphol Tower, long line is 225. Better vlug, tot ziens. Kilo 5 and call on the 119 YouTube.
Just gonna turn off the view. Also gonna turn off the panel lights because it gives me a little bit more visibility outside in the dark. And we have some beautiful taxi lights here, so okay. So let's ask for taxi clearance. It should be pretty simple. And we have the radio tower frequency already tuned in. Here we go. Amsterdam ground kilo 1849 is ready for taxi.
Kilo 1849, taxi runway 24, Sierra 6.
Taxi runway 24, Sierra 6, kilo 1849. Okay, we're ready to go. He's waving at us, that's a good sign. Bye bye. Turn on the taxi lights. And Schiphol has a very easy taxi procedure. Taxiway Alpha is clockwise and taxiway Bravo is anti-clockwise, so remember that. Or counterclockwise, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so for the departure, I'm just going to tell you already, when we're passing 2,000 feet, we have to switch to approach or departure by ourselves. Okay, so tower isn't going to give us a handoff, we have to do that ourselves at 2,000 feet.
1849, hold short Sierra 6, contact Schiphol Tower 119, decimal 225.
Okay, hold short Sierra 6 and contact tower 119 decimal 225, kilo 1849. Tot ziens. Okay, so we're now going to contact the tower and ask for departure clearance. Schiphol Tower, goedenavond, het is kilo 1849 and with you at Sierra 6, ready for departure.
Kilo 1849, Schiphol Tower, goedenavond. Runway 24 Sierra 6, clear takeoff, wind 24 Sierra West 7.
Clear to take off runway 24, kilo 1849. So we're ready to go. Flaps are set at 5, trim is set, outbreak RTO. I'm just going to turn on the landing lights here. Very bright. Auto throttle is armed. The strobes are on. Now, yeah, they're on. And I'm gonna arm LNAV. And here we go. Thrust is set. 80 knots. V1 rotates. Positive rate, gear up. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna turn the autopilot on already. Level change is on. I'm gonna tune the approach frequency really quick. One to 1.2. There we go, to approach.
Shuttle 258, move to right heading 360. Right heading 360, more shuttle to Schiphol.
Schiphol departure, goedenavond, kilo 1849 with you passing 3,000 feet.
Kilo 1849, climb flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130 for kilo 1849.
Easy 8, London Niner Takeoff.
You have to flight level 130. It's going to increase the speed. It's going pretty nicely, as you can see. Just going to put the flaps up to 1 right now. It's just a little bit cloudy. It's okay.
Easy VATSIM Monaco, die set to 3000, Q&A opgeschoten 0. 3000 feet, VATSIM Monaco.
Just gonna tune the next frequency already.
Circle 25
Just to be sure.
Arrival on 118.4. 118.4.
Turn off the center pumps. They're empty. Increase speed to 250 knots. We're still in level change mode, as you can see. Up. Contact Amsterdam 125.75 kilowatt for 9 tot ziens. So we're gonna go to the center frequency radar. Amsterdam radar, goedenavond, this is KLM 1849 with you passing 8,000 feet, Lunix 10.
KLM 1849, hello, climb flight level 250, proceed direct to NACO.
Climb flight level 250 and proceed direct, say again.
KLM 1849, direct NACO, November Alpha, Papa, Romeo Oscar.
Direct to NAPO, KLM 1849. Giving us a direct right now to certain waypoints. It's busy. Flaps are up now. Just gonna go to flight level 250. You have standard QNH. Just gonna switch to VNAV. There we go, VNAV. Just gonna zoom out a little.
KLM 120 for say indicated airspeed. Indicated 280, KLM 120.
Landing lights can be turned off about 10 feet.
250 knots. KLM 123 after Schiphol, proceed direct Sierra Papa Lima. Can I repeat the message for Delta 123? Yeah, transport 123 after Schiphol, direct Sierra Papa Lima. Ja, Schiphol, Sierra Papa Lima.
So we're climbing pretty nicely. And as you heard, Amsterdam radar gives a direct to waypoints. I couldn't remember what the waypoint was. But, we fixed it. A bunch of charges. Should have the route with me. And also a golden tip, always make sure you have charge with you, because otherwise you don't have any idea where you're going. So now I'm having the departure chart right here of Amsterdam, runway 24. It's probably going to clear soon, higher altitude in a few moments.
KLM 1849, contact Langen on 135.65.
Contact Langen on 135.65 voor KLM 1849. Tot ziens. First to another frequency. 135.65. Which is Langen radar in Germany. Langen radar, guten Abend, this is KLM 1849 and with you inbound NAPRO, passing flight level 230 for flight level 250. Climb flight level 410, KLM 1849. So that was pretty easy. Set flight level 410, which is our cruise altitude today. Okay, so that's pretty good. We have a nice tailwind, so we should arrive a little bit earlier than expected. So that's how a departure goes at VATSIM. So we first had tower frequency, then we went to departure frequency. Departure gave us the frequency of radar, which was 125.75, and now we're at Langen radar. I believe we've crossed the German border already, and apparently there's no Eurocontrol online. If there was Eurocontrol, you would have to go to their frequency at the flight level 245, I believe, or 235. And Eurocontrol basically controls a large area over Europe, and it's pretty boring actually. But you know, Langen radar is just a center frequency on one part of Germany. Okay. So we're still climbing very fast. Climb thrust is set. And you can see here, just zoom in a little. This is our top of climb. And this is the point where we should have reached flight level 410. It's pretty cloudy down there. So as you can hear, our departure at VATSIM can be quite stressful. So I recommend, if you're a pilot who is beginning to fly on the VATSIM network, don't go and fly at events immediately. Just, you know, begin on a Monday or Tuesday evening when it's not busy, and just make short IFR flights from Amsterdam to Frankfurt, for example, or I don't know, just short flights. In those short flights you can learn a lot, alright, in just a short amount of time, because this is quite a long flight, but it gives me the opportunity to make this video. But you know, when you're beginning up as pilots on the VATSIM network, just take it easy. Don't run into those events, because they're gonna get quite busy, and for the controllers it's a bit irritating when young pilots you know, don't know what to do. Of course we don't want to scare you away or something, but you know, just train yourself, be aware of what your capacities are, okay? Because it can get quite busy, as you can hear. The radio frequency of Amsterdam radar was very busy, so. Okay, so that's it. That's the departure from VATSIM. We're now climbing to flight level 410. There's just 10,000 feet to go. The seat belts, well, we'll just turn them off. We'll release the passengers. And, well, it should be a pretty smooth ride. We have a nice tailwind, so hopefully you'll arrive a little bit sooner in Vienna. And thanks for watching this departure video. You can click here to watch the approach video of this Friday night flying event. And, you know, we're just going to show you how an IFR approach into Vienna works. And hope you're going to like it. Please post your comments about this video. If you have any questions, leave them below. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the skies.